the Spurs really need a big finish in these final three.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, just to give themselves confidence and momentum going into playoffs. I think they know they're capable of beating the best. They have beaten the best, but they've also had some really rough games and lost to some teams that they probably shouldn't have lost to. So I think I'm always an optimist. So I think that the team that has beat a lot of the top teams is the real Spurs. We just have to get to consistently be that team, and we have 3 games left to do it and give us that mental edge that this is who we are going into playoffs.
Yeah, for that exact reason, that they have that confidence. You always talk about quality of life games. I think this is kind of a quality of life week for the Spurs here, with 1 week remaining in the regular season, with the regular season ending a week from tonight against Dallas at home. I think they need to put 3 good games together, win or lose, just again for that, internal confidence. I mean, frankly,
if you play a good game against these 3 teams, though, you should win.
You should win.
I mean,
the East has been a problem, though.
Well,
I mean, that's the thing that jumps out at you.
And maybe that's the thing that scares me, as Sean's talking about, these teams have nothing to play for. They play loose. Dallas was down, I think, 19 tonight in the second half and came back and won at home against Minnesota. So
they beat Oklahoma City the other night and didn't have Luka Doncic.
Right. And so I think it's weird that the teams that, even though they're in the playoffs, that need to win, feel a lot more pressure that the teams that don't need to win, that are just playing out the string. But those seem to be the teams that are putting on the better performances than the teams that you think would go out and win on most nights.
I guess the point I'm trying to make is it's more about the Spurs than the opponent. Like, it's not a situation where if the Spurs can play a great game and they have no chance. If the Spurs play great and do what they're supposed to do and execute and compete and do all the things that we're used to seeing Spurs teams do, they can beat anyone. And to me, that's exciting.
Yes.
Yeah. You think about all the big wins during that good stretch after the rodeo road trip. They were beating the better teams in the league, the OKCs. Denver was in that mix and everything, and it's been very impressive. That little run, we said that's the Spurs team you want to see.
We've had that in 2 stretches, because that was the beginning of December as well, too, and going into the beginning part of January as well. But it's just kind of been that.
It's the market cycle.
Well, I was going to call it Jekyll and Hyde, or roller coaster, as you want to put it, kind of season for the Spurs, where it's just then that rare, consistently inconsistent season.
But we can do it.
But we can certainly.
We're not like.
No, we're not.
Phoenix, who, even if they play great, they're probably not going to win.
Right. Right. And their season is over next Wednesday, where the Spurs are moving on to the playoffs.
That can beat anyone.
Sure.
We just got to figure it out.